guys are wondering what I'm doing today, I am making dehydrated bananas. Because, as it turns out, one of our little guy's favorite things, because lest anything be about anyone other than Gerard, the puppy, in this house, at least right now, his favorite thing is bananas. I don't know if you can see, we went a little crazy on bananas. I'm going to dehydrate them. I just put a cup of lemon juice and a cup of water in this bowl, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel and slice my bananas, and I'm going to put them in this diluted lemon juice to keep them from going brown. Big slices. You see that? Can you see that? I'm going to cut this one banana at a time. Of course, I'm going to taste one to make sure they're good. And they're delicious. I'm going to cut up these bananas, drop them right in my solution. And I'm going to do these a banana at a time. Turns out, I don't know if you guys watched my last dehydrating video where I dehydrated dill pickles, and I was like, I didn't know what this thing was. Turns out this is exactly for making fruit leather, that sort of thing. Thank you, Peggy Jean Page over at Page Family Homestead. I didn't have a clue. I'll put the link to that video so you can go down, so you can go watch it and see me make a fool of myself. But somebody set me straight, so I'm good. All right, so here we go. I have cut up, and as you can see, I have a lot more bananas that just are not going to make it. They're just not going to make it in there, I don't think. So, what we need to do, I think I need some non-stick spray. You hold it, I'll be right back. I'm using some non-stick spray because bananas have a lot of sugar in them and they apparently will stick. So, I'm going to do this. And hope that I'm putting this on correctly and not upside down. All right, whoops, you're right, that's right in front of you. All right, so here we go. And like I said, I have submerged this. This is a cup of lemon juice and a cup of water. I diluted the lemon juice. I ended up putting a little more water in it because I thought that was an awful strong taste of lemon on bananas. I don't know what's going to happen, but anyway, and Mitch asked me a great question. He's like, why are you cutting them bigger? And my answer to that was...
none of your business.
Actually, it was more like, I don't know. That's just what they said to do in the directions. So I am going to finish putting Gerard's bananas on here so that the horror that will happen and come about if we ever run out of bananas for our little guy will never come to be. Sheena's done. All right, guys, here we go. I'm hoping every one of these trays is full, and I'm hoping that I've spaced them out far enough. And even if I haven't, I think that what I can do, is just let it run longer. Staring at me. All right, okay, this is only my second. So, I am going to put this on 125, and I'm going to let this go for probably, well, I'm going to check it every 3 hours. And every 3 hours, I'm going to rotate. I'm going to put the bottom tray up on the top. and do that, rotate that way. And it's on. You know what? Okay, guys. The bananas have been dehydrated. Okay, I got to tell you guys something. You will notice I'm wearing different clothes. Not only is it the next day, it's a little while later. My hip went out, and I've been down. Nothing got done, including finishing dehydrating my bananas. So what I ended up doing was I ended up turning up the heat, and I don't know if I told you this or not. I turned up the heat to 135 because it didn't seem to be dehydrating as efficiently as I thought it should. Maybe 125 would have been better if I had had my slices really, really thin, for banana chips. But I really was not looking for banana chips. I was looking for something that I could rehydrate and put into banana bread or a banana pudding or something like that. So I want to show you what I ended up with. Look at these. Look at these. These look a little better. Oh my good heavens. Can you see these? I'm going to try to bring you in a little bit closer, because I'm going to also try to show you how to rehydrate them. I'm going to try a couple different ways because I'm not really sure. And I may have to move your angle. I think I will. You hold on. Right back. I have changed your angle. Hopefully I can see this as well. Look at that. Look at these. These dehydrated really beautifully. And they are hard as a rock. These are totally dehydrated. I don't think I would chew down on these, would bite down on these. I would imagine that if you wanted something more for trail mix, for chewy, then, just dehydrate them a little less. Don't let them dry out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can't rehydrate these. And I'm going to, I have two different ways. I have boiling water here. I have boiling water in a kettle. And I just have plain old, regular cold water. And I am going to try. I'm going to do a few, because let's do a time lapse. Let's come back. I'm going to try to find some uniform pieces. There we go. Does that look all right? That looks all right to me. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to do this left-handed. All right, I'm going to put the boiling water on first, because I've heard we're going to try doing boiling water, and then we'll compare it to just plain old regular water. No, Frankie, I'm sorry. Okay, guys, it has been 15 minutes. My timer has gone off. Here is the one that had the boiled water. I don't know if you can see. It is kind of, let's see. It is sort of good and mushy, but it's still really hard in the middle. It's been 15 minutes. The water is no longer. This is the regular water. You can see, whoops. Can you see that it sort of is, I don't know if you can see. The outside is mushy, but the inside is still good and hard. Can you see what that's doing? The outside is good and mushy, but the inside, can you hear that? Still hard. Sure. All right, so I'm going to set my timer again for another 15 minutes, and we'll come back and check it again. If you guys, like I said, if you guys that have experienced rehydrating things that you have dehydrated, Please chime in, because it seems like maybe I have to let this soak for quite a while to rehydrate. It seems like this may not be, a flash in the pan, add water, and it'll rehydrate. It seems like this may need to be a half hour to an hour thing to rehydrate. At least for bananas. Let me know. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
About rehydrating.
Okay, guys, so my timer has gone off, and we're at the 30-minute mark. And I'll tell you, I decided to totally submerge these. These that were on the fresh water are still pretty darn firm in the middle. And it has been a half hour. These, on the other hand, that I had dehydrated in boiling water, can you see that they they're still a little bit chewy in the middle, but they've got a great deal. Right now, if I wanted to eat this as a sort of a mushy, slimy snack, I probably would. But for me, I would most likely. These are pretty soft and mushy. So I definitely think there's a difference between rehydrating them with boiling water and just plain old room temperature or cool water. There's definitely a difference. So, all right, guys. So the timer went off again, and another 15 minutes later. So we are now at the 45-minute mark. Rehydrating dehydrated banana with boiling water, covered, submerged, and plain water, submerged. These are still, whoops, let me move that. They're still very chewy in the middle, look, can you see how mushy that is? I mean, that's just mushy. Now, I don't know, maybe if I keep them submerged for longer, they'll fully rehydrate. I'm going to give it a taste. I mean, I dare say this is almost crunchy even still in the middle. And I'm still chewing. These... Can you see these? These are like just ripping right apart now. These are exactly what I would use if I was going to do banana bread. Yeah, these are good and soft in the middle, fully rehydrated. If I wanted to spoon these out, put these in some sort of a simple syrup and spoon it over ice cream, I would do that right now. Yeah, that one was completely soft in the middle. Tastes really yummy. Yeah. You can see they're mushy, but, I mean, let's not forget what they are. All right, guys, so the verdict is, unless I have really done something wrong. Oh, is that light too bright behind me for you? No. All right, well, it's only a couple of seconds. You guys, you can deal with that. Unless I have done something really wrong, which is entirely possible. This is the very first time I've ever rehydrated bananas or anything. So if I've done something wrong, please, if you love me, don't leave me hanging. Please chime in. Help the viewers not make the same mistake I did. Rehydrating with just plain old regular water is not, it didn't work as well as rehydrating using boiling water. It did not work as well. It took a full 45 minutes to rehydrate. So plan ahead if you're going to use these for banana bread or, a banana pudding or anything like that. Plan ahead, because it's going to take a while to rehydrate. At least mine did. And like I said, if I did something wrong, please don't leave me hanging. Jump in. Tell me what your experience is. And I'm kind of wondering if you could turn this into a powder because I'm sort of thinking this would be a good ice cream flavoring. You know, if you powder it up, sprinkle it on cupcakes, maybe sprinkle it on a cake, some kind of a dessert. I think the possibilities are endless. Put it in hot chocolate. There are a lot of possibilities you could turn this into powder with. I may have to explore that. What ideas can you come up with to use dehydrated bananas? Let me know. I'm kind of excited about this, so I'd appreciate some ideas. Okay, so until next time, we'll see you guys later.